We're rolling already, rolling down the river. Am I bleeding through today, Von Grafton? Who cares? Can you see my circle up there? Josh, can you see my circle on the board? Can you? Can you see what it says, man? Man, I can see myself just fine. Just fine. Can you see me? Hey, if I'm in the woods, it'd be hard to find. If I was in the woods, you may not even find me. Hey, good morning. Good Wednesday morning. Do you know what Wednesday at 1 o'clock is today?
Real Estate 101.
Real Estate 101. One of my favorite things I still do. Me and Weatherman have been doing this for years, and still, it's one of the favorite things that we do. If you're on here, I appreciate it. If you're on here, are you on here, new lady? Did you like it? Did you share it? Did you share it, Josh?
Sure didn't.
Okay. Spice.
I don't know how to share it on my phone. It's different on
No, it ain't that damn hard. Belinda, what's shaking? Smalls, do you know how to share?
I shared it.
Dang, you're good, man. Good to see you yesterday, Belinda. All right, here's what we're talking about today. Today's show topic is, how big do you want your life to be? I thought I had this stuff figured out. I went to see Grant Cardone. I think me and Brittany went down there about 2.5 years ago. And I felt good. And I was talking to him about everything that I had done from where I came from. And he said, man, that don't matter. Get out your rearview mirror and look into that windshield. What is it that you want to accomplish? Where you're at today, can you 10 times that? Can you 10 times where you are right now? Can you 10x it? Carion, good morning. Can you go 10 times from where you are right now in every area of your life? Can it get 10 times better? I was there for a specific meeting. I wanted to know how can I get better at what I do? How can we make the business better? How can we make more money? And he said it's simple. Here's where the idea, number one, the idea was born when he said this. It's pretty simple. You need to go to number one in your marketplace. And as he said that, I sat there and I justified why it made no sense. My wife is on here. She was with me during this here meeting. By the way, she was not my wife yet. But I justified why it did not make sense for me to go to number one in the market. I was looking at people like Ann Hoke, George Weeks, Glenda Victory, and I thought, man, they spend so much money. They spend so much time. They do all this stuff, and I don't even know if they make that much more money. I don't even know if the money is worth it. So the idea that day was created when Cardone said go to number one. I did not take his advice that day. I came back. I can't see you. I am bleeding through. It's kind of like in Back to the Future when they're up there playing. You can see my face. That's all that matters. This is cool. I like that you can't see me. It was a year later, it was about a year later when I made the decision, why can't we go to number one? That was the idea. Number one, become number one, the number one team in real estate in Rutherford County. That was the idea. So if you're paying attention, how can you put your idea in place? I know Brittany Renee, she wanted to start the exchange. Her idea may be to own 15 of these. Who knows? What's your idea? How big is your idea? I was making sense before I went to Cardone. Maybe I can stay where I'm at but make some more money. But you know, money, are you paying attention? You're looking out the window. What's over there? Would you rather go over there and play with them? Is that what you want to do? Money will not make you feel like whatever when you really accomplish something. Money does not make you feel the same way as when you accomplish something. Like, do you think Tom Brady feels better when he gets a big check or when he wins a Super Bowl? It's all about winning them rings. So, would love to have a location in Chattanooga. Brittany Renee, why did you just say Chattanooga? Tell me, who thinks Brittany Renee are to open up a store way over yonder in Chattanooga? Number two is I had to get attention. And because I was an only child, I always loved trying to get attention. The only problem I probably had was, what kind of attention can I get? You know, I was bringing along this Good Time Tommy thing. Who Cardone said, man, that's a stupid name, by the way. He told me that. You need to change your name to Big Time Tommy, is what he said. You don't need to be Good Time Tommy. You need to be Big Time Tommy. But how was I going to figure out how to get attention? You know, back in the day, I could get attention. I could be a class clown. I always knew how to get disruptive attention. I always knew how to get bad attention. But I was really struggling with, how do I present attention in a positive way? What can I do? So what I did is I just started doing more of this kind of stuff. The first time I did a video, Josh, do you know what I did? Do you know what I did? Yeah. What? I got drunk. Well, I wouldn't say I got drunk, but I probably had about 3 shots of vodka before I interviewed Michael Burt for the first time. It's probably been, it's been a while back. Brittany Renee originally thought Franklin. I realized that's not the best idea. Cost and lack of parking in downtown area. Chattanooga is where it's at. The exchange would explode there. That's a long way away. No, hey, maybe you're onto something, Brittany Renee. Paha, what's shaking? Maybe you're onto something, because we've got a network in Chattanooga with our boy J.D. Frost and Chris Travis, CT. So number 1 idea, become the top team. Number 2, how am I going to get attention? How am I going to get people that want to do business and come join our team? What is it that I'm going to do? So what I decided is, I'm going to be cool. I'm going to be fun. I'm going to be the best, because I believe I am the best salesperson in real estate. That's what I really believe. And it's not because of a natural gift I've got. It's because I believe I train the hardest. Like when you hear fighters or boxers talking about how they're the best because of their training, I'm up at 5 a.m. training. Who else is up at 5 a.m. training? Number 3, action. I knew can't be scared of a little distance. I'm scared of everything. I got to get better. Number 3 was the action. Number 3, there had to be proof in this movement that I was trying to create. It was the Good Time Tommy brand. It was the Good Time Tommy movement. And I knew there was one thing that would force people to take me serious. In the coaching program, Monster Producer, I knew there was things that would get their attention. When Michael Burt would get up and say, hey, you might be laughing at Good Time Tommy, but he's doing 100 deals a year. How many are you doing? I knew the results. I knew showing production. They wouldn't be able to dispute this movement. 100 deals. There ain't, maybe at the time 10 people, maybe 10. I doubt even 10 people were doing 100 deals. I don't think that many people will do 100 deals this year, it doesn't look like. I don't think that happens. But I knew if we committed more action with more people, there would be more results. Then I could justify all the things that I'm doing. Number 4, this is something that I probably spend most of my money on. Skill development. What would you say we do around here, Josh, since you ain't been paying attention? Hey, Justin Myers, what is something we do to enhance our skills? What is something you feel like you do to enhance your skills? Cardone University. That's a $40,000 product. That's a lot of money for that. It's very expensive, but every single day I'm paying attention. Did you train yesterday? Somebody is texting me during the morning grind. Scott Abernathy. I cannot believe you're doing this. Somebody tag Scott Abernathy and say, dude, never text me during the morning grind. Skill development. If you want to improve what you do the fastest, I believe you invest money in this area. Whenever people want to grow money, we will talk to you soon. If you only had $5,000, what would you do? See, people are taught the wrong thing. New girl. If you had $5,000, if that's all you had, Josh, tell her the answer. If you've only got $5,000, what would you do with your $5,000?
Invest.
In what?
Something that can make you money.
Like what? Who can make you what? Who or what can make you the most money? Yeah, it ain't real estate, Von Grochten. It's yourself. What is a good return in the stock market, or what is a good return in real estate? No, what percentage? I'm sorry. What would be a good percentage gain?
Profit-wise?
Yeah. The 10% is a great return. So you just turned your $5,000 into $5,500. Does that make you happy? Well, you need to turn your $5,000 into $50,000. And you can do that whenever you enhance your skills, but you cannot do that. You cannot do that when you invest in something else. You cannot do that by investing in real estate or a stock. I mean, unless you get lucky. Brittany Renee, who thinks Brittany Renee is active today? She's paying attention today. She's sitting there probably petting Lucky. What is Brittany Renee doing right now? Weatherman's got a big day today. Number 5, and this is where shit gets scary. I mean, terrifying. Investing in the team. I've got to have goals so big that 25 people can fit into my goal. That's how big my dreams got to be. Your dreams can fit within mine. It's also everybody's dreams combined can fit into mine. So you know what that means? The hot work's got my hype. What the hell does that mean? The hot work's got my hot work's the place you work out. But whenever you're willing to invest enough in the team to where everybody can have a better life, you've got to understand how much stress and pressure. Weatherman just told me what my expenses were for the leads. For the database, for that stuff. And it terrifies me. It really scares me so much. It forces me to want to contract. Do you know what contract means, Kaylee?
Like, pulls apart.
No. Josh, if you're going to give her answers, give her the right answers.
Contract, remember, they don't collide.
No, contract means you pull back. No, you're not clear. Was he clear? Who thinks Josh was clear? Was that clear? Hell no, it wasn't clear. Whenever you contract, that means you're pulling back. It ain't pulling apart. Is it? Provide a definition that contract, you get smaller. You start making sense of, I don't want to pay this much money. It's like $8,000 a month for all this stuff. That's scary stuff. I remember when that was my goal, $100,000 a year. And now the leads alone, that doesn't include everything else. So I have kind of forced myself into doing this stuff because I've had other people that I trust, Cardone, Weatherman, saying, dude, you got to do this. So if you're looking at it, it's $8,000 a month. This means you've got to make this amount a month. Don't pay it. Here's something Cardone says. Whenever you're investing in the team, do not pay attention to the expenses. Pay attention to the revenue. And that's a hard thing to do. I'm sitting there looking at those. I'm looking at what the expenses are, but the expenses are what they are. The revenue could be a lot higher. You can multiply revenue. There ain't no cap on what we could do. There's a cap, though, on what we've got to spend, or there is a minimal amount that we've got to spend. We've got to feed 10 people around here. Somebody's going to have to be willing to front up that money. For you, Josh, that's why I'm going to stay on you, because, hey, what I'm doing is I'm paying for this stuff for you to help pay everybody back. And everybody here can do this. I mean, all this stuff can trickle down. But this is the way I have done it. And this has taken us from, let's say, 45 deals. Gina, is that you or John? My best friend, John Floyd, we had breakfast together. We frequent breakfast together, same spot. You know what, whenever you hang out with somebody like him, his energy, what he knows, it comes over to me. So I take a little bit of John Floyd around with me whenever I spend some time. But this is what I've done to take us from, let's say, 40 deals. That's about what I could do on my own. To this year, who can guess the number that we will sell this year?
179.
Ooh. Josh says 179. What do you say? You got to get over this. 180. Spice. 185. Smalls. 200. Von Grafton. 200. What's September? You know, it's September 5th. What is today? The 17th? It's the 18th. 200. Weatherman said 200. We'll see. We need to go down and write down what matters, though, is what I think.
What do you think?
What matters is because if I think low, see, I need to be thinking like weatherman. Because if I say a lower number, we'll go to that lower number. Won't we? So it could be December 1st. He's right. My energy, my thoughts, all my stuff, everybody will adapt to my thinking. If I say a lower number, remind the team of these costs and say you don't do it, can't do it without them. Staying true to systems are a must. Eat that. I agree 100%. Eat the frog, it looks like what she's saying right there.
Yeah, we're going to follow whatever your lead is.
And our lead is going to be whatever I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's where you got to trick yourself. Man, we ain't doing So you said 179. You said 180. Everybody else is getting up there. We'll see where it goes, but hey, this is a codified example of what I have done. Von Grafton, you're just not getting on here, Von Grafton? Where the hell you been? I need your vote on here, man. Everybody, have a great day. How big do you want your life to be? Do you want to go on 0 vacations? Do you want to go on 10 vacations? What is it that you want to accomplish? You can't accomplish big things without risking big things, is what I have found. Everybody, have a great day. Shut us down.